Okay, on the way, this is Nat Juno. This is an incomplete guide to the Mineplex game Castle Siege, covering the bare bones of the game. Defenders must keep the undead away from King Sparkles until the sun rises. They have 8.5 minutes. So, let's see what both teams have to work with. This is the Ghoul. The Ghoul has speed 1. It can leap up to 20 blocks. It's great if you want to assassinate the king all nice and quick and bypass the barricades and defenders. With practice and experimentation, the Ghoul can leap anywhere on the map. Unfortunately, it has no armor, so it's real squishy. The Undead Archer is a skeleton with iron skin. It picks up arrows knights have fired and can hold up to 4. Its arrows can do damage to the king, and besides that, it is useless compared to the Ghoul and Zombie. Zombie has Regeneration 3. When defense is putting up a fight, switch to Zombie to tank through the barricades and fight the defenders. They are great for carrying TNT. The Marksman has an endless supply of arrows and can fire a barrage. They are ideal for shooting the bombers and are recommended for killing the undead. Don't let its lighter gear fool you. Marksman is the best kit for getting that bloodthirsty achievement. Knights have barricades and they are given to you every 30 seconds. To place a fence, you right click, and if you want to get through a fence, like if it's in your way, you right click. They can be used for stairs so you can get to places where you normally couldn't reach as a defender. When a defender first dies, they become a wolf and stay a wolf for the rest of the game. They are given wolf bite. That eventually goes away, so then you have to punch people. I forgot to mention that you spawn with 2 hearts, and then your spawning point is easily reached by undead, and they can kill you with 1 hit. Oh yeah, did I mention that they have no armor? But the good news is that you can attack the bombers. Yeah, you're expendable, so that's pretty cool, right? A lot of players have like this opinion that like wolf is the punishment for playing rashly. Just don't die. Play smart. You can do more when you're a knight or a marksman. Horses are pretty fast, but they can limit your mobility. Huh. Okay, wait, never mind. Never mind. At best, they are distractions for undead. And if you're a wolf, you can still be able to ride the horse, so you can lure groups of undead players away from the king. To mount the horse, right-click it with an empty hand and then shift to dismount. I believe that TNT is what decides the outcome of most games. The longer the TNT stays away from the walls, the better. TNT appears in 3 areas in front of the undead forest. We have a saying here among the experienced players: if you don't know how to use the TNT, do not. In order to pick up TNT, you right-click, and then if you want to explode it, you have to right-click. If you left-click while carrying TNT, it also explodes. For some reason, I guess it's a bug, or maybe not. Unfortunately, it also explodes when you die carrying it or have held it for way too long. Sometimes it explodes when you're in the water, so avoid the water. If TNT is in the castle, the defenders should make sure to kill the bomber while they're on the staircases. On the map Sunstone Stronghold, TNT is necessary to advance forward unless you are capable of going around the back of the map. Be wary of where the undead usually leap to. You'd be surprised where a ghoul could show up. I like to say that if defenders and undead were very skilled and experienced, the defenders would always win. What often happens is that the veterans who should be defending are playing undead while the noobs are defending the king. A massive problem with Castle Siege is spawn killing. It's the only game on Mineplex where you can be punished for doing it. So here's my advice for dealing with them. Don't try to fight the spawn killer. You will always lose. Just run past them. Unless you are good at PvP, you're okay. Because, like, spawn killers are usually there because they can't get a kill otherwise. They probably suck at PvP, so it takes several tries, but it's doable to kill them. And as for spawn killing the undead, it is legal. You see this field with the rivers and stuff? That's where they're supposed to die. So knock yourself out. Just avoid the dynamite. If you look at, like, the maps and the kits, it really is balanced, but then us, the players, we just kind of ruin it by being people. From like negligent defenders to spawn killing undead, it turns out that the undead generally win, or at least it was like that for a few years. If the giants of Castle Siege weren't playing, games last longer and wins are made by a smaller margin. So maybe the game isn't as broken or unbalanced as I and many others initially believed it is. I have like more detailed guides to like maps and strategies in the description, so you can look at that. They're written by people who are much better at the game than I am. I've just been playing it for way too long. That's how I know all this stuff. So see you next time.